Don't believe me, just watch. Come on.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a get ready with me for a filming day. I am going to be filming a haul after this and a swatch video if I can take this lip colour off. I don't wear this much makeup every time I film, but I figured for the sake of the video I would amp it up a little bit. It is a cool toned makeup look. I tried to do everything cool toned. Yes, I did some cool toned purples on the eyes. If you guys want to see what products I used on my face and how to do this look, then just keep watching. I've already done my eyebrows and I use the Anastasia Brow Wiz and the Anastasia Dip Brow, and I'm going to do my face and my eyes and everything, and then I'll set my eyebrows later on throughout the video. And I've also primed my eyes with the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. Today we're going to be using Makeup Geek eyeshadows and Urban Decay eyeshadows. So the first shadow I'm going to be going in with is Vanilla Bean. This is just a classic cream colour. This is just what I'm going to use to set the eye primer on my eyelids. So now that I've set that eye primer, I'm going to go into my first shadow, which is from the Urban Decay Naked Basics palette. It just looks like this. It's just really cute and it's really good for travel because it's so little. And these are the colours that are in the palette. So you have a range of lighter colours to darker colours. And these eyeshadows are all matte except for this one here called Venus. It's got a little bit of a sheen to it, but it's not like glittery. I'm going to be going into this shadow right here. It is called Naked 2. And I'm applying that with the Sigma Tapered Blending E35. And that colour is going to be a transitional colour for me, so it's going to be applied a little bit above the crease. I don't think I can express how hard it was for me not to use Peach Smoothie or Salted Caramel. I don't know how this is going to turn out considering I love warm eyeshadows, but we will see. So the next eyeshadow I'm going to go into is the Makeup Geek Unexpected eyeshadow. This is just a cool tone taupey purple shadow, and this shadow is going to go into my crease. And I'm applying that with a Jessup Small Tapered Blending Brush. I'm applying that a little bit above my natural crease just so I can kind of fake the effect of having a larger lid space. My lid colour, I'm going to be using Makeup Geek's Prom Night. This is just a frosted purple taupe colour. I'm going to first apply this eyeshadow dry, and if I need a little bit more oomph, then I'll reapply it wet. So I've decided I am going to spritz my brush and apply that shadow wet. Then I'm just going to go back in with that crease colour, which is Unexpected, and I'm just going to deepen up the crease. Then going to be picking up a cool tone brown colour. This is Makeup Geek's Mocha eyeshadow. I'm going to apply this to the outer V of my eye and kind of give my eyes a little bit more dimension. Then just taking a clean, fluffy blending brush. This is the Models Prefer MPP120 crease brush. I used to use this all the time. I'm just going to be blending that shadow out. I don't really want to move it from where I've placed it. I just want to blend out the edges. I'm just going in and reapplying that lid colour. And then reapplying that outer V mocha brown colour. And then once again, I'll go in and blend all that out. And then I'm going to reapply the transitional colour just so that everything has a nice gradient. And I'm going to be using the same colour that we used before, which is Naked 2. Then I'm going to apply some liquid eyeliner, and I'm using the Maybelline Master Precise liquid eyeliner. I always use this eyeliner, but I found that it has a little bit of trouble going over shimmery eyeshadows. It doesn't go as smoothly. So I've just switched to a liquid liner with like a brush. This is the BYS Smudge Proof Waterproof Eyeliner. I had this ages ago and then I repurchased another one. I just remembered it was really hard to like control because I'm used to more of like a pen. I'm just going to apply some tape as well just to make my life a little bit more easier. So now I'm going to be applying some mascara and some lashes. Now I have no idea where my eyelash killer is, but that's okay because the mascara I'm using isn't supposed to be used with an eyelash killer. It is the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara. And this says it's a super curling and lifting mascara, so I'm very interested to try this. I haven't tried it yet. This is obviously a little sample size and it is super cute. It doesn't have that really fancy packaging, it's just really slim. So I'm going to be applying this for the very first time on camera. I haven't even opened it to see what the wand looks like. Oh, that's not what I was expecting. Is the wand there? So it's slightly curved and it's got rubber bristles. The bristles on the bottom are longer than the bristles on the top. I like stabbed myself in the eye. So that's the mascara there. That's the difference between the eye with mascara on and the eye without mascara on. So this is what it looks like so far. I had to like show you my eyelashes. Can you see them? I don't know how I feel about it at the moment. I kind of have like mixed feelings about it. The eyelashes I'm going to be applying today are the Socialized eyelashes in the style Glamorous Shorty, and these are like my lashes but better. This is the best way I can describe it. They're nice and wispy, but it doesn't look too much like you're wearing eyelashes. This is like an everyday wear, and it's good for people who have smaller eyes or hooded eyes. I'm going to be applying these lashes with the Socialized eyelash adhesive as well. So while I'm waiting for the glue to dry, I'm going to move on to my primers, and then I'll go back and cover the lash band with eyeliner. I always seem to forget to cover the lash band, and then when I do like close-ups, I regret it every time. Because it's colder weather here and my skin's been feeling a little bit drier lately, I'm going to be using the Stila One Step Correct Skin Tone Correcting and Brightening Serum. This primer has 3 different colours in it which counteract all the different colours in your skin tone. I feel like it does give my skin a really bright, luminous kind of effect. I don't think it counteracts any redness or anything like that in my skin. So now I'm going to go back in with that BYS liquid eyeliner, and BYS is kind of like e.l.f. in Australia, kind of. It doesn't have as popular products, but it is kind of the same price as e.l.f. in Australia. For my complexion today, I'm going to be using the NARS She Glow Foundation, and this is in the shade Punjab. NARS has such weird names of all their products, and I'm applying that with a Sigma Flat Top Kabuki every time. I'm going to be applying that today with the Sigma Flat Top Kabuki F80. They should just rename it a Flat Top Kabuki, seriously. I just remembered why I stopped using that eyeliner. It has transferred onto my lid. So yeah, I remembered why I stopped using it, because it was so wet that it just took ages to dry. Just gone and wet my beauty blender, and it's nice and big and bouncy now. And I'm just going to dab this over my face just to blend the foundation a little bit into my skin and to hydrate my face a little bit. My face is so dry lately, like around in my T-zone. And then in a couple of hours it'll be super, super oily. It's so frustrating. But I don't want this foundation to look like cakey or anything like that. So next I'm going to go in with the Rimmel Match Perfection Concealer. This is in the shade 10 Ivory. And I'm just going to be placing this in a small triangle underneath my eyes. This is just going to conceal any darkness I do have there. Next, I'm going to be taking my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. This is in the shade 10 Light, and I'm just going to be concealing a little bit of my blemishes. This is a lot darker than I think it's meant to be, so it does match my skin and conceal my blemishes without it like highlighting them. Now for something I don't think I've ever done on my channel, I'm going to be doing some cream contouring, and I'm going to be using these 2 palettes here. These are both from e.l.f. This is the e.l.f. Complete Coverage Concealer in the shade Light. And this is the e.l.f. Complete Coverage Concealer in the shade Dark. So I'm going to be using the darker palette first. Just going to apply that in my contour areas, so underneath my cheekbones, underneath my jawline to hide my double chin, and a little bit on my forehead. I'm also going to apply a tiny little bit down the side of my nose. Then taking the lighter palette, I'm going to be going in with this yellow colour right here. It's just a very, very light yellow. And as you can see, I've been using the crap out of it. I look like some form of like deer or something. I'm just going to be applying that underneath my eye, but more in the centre of my cheek. I don't want to cake up my under eye area. I just want to kind of lift that area. So now that I look like a maniac, I'm going to be taking my beauty blender once again and blending out all of this contour and highlight. I'm not going to move it around my whole face. I'm just going to bounce it where the product already is, just to push it into my skin. And before I set my face, I'm going to be using the Benefit What's Up highlighter. Now I'm going in with the MAC Studio Fix Pressed Powder, and this is in the shade NC20. I'm going to be using this powder to set my face, and I'm using a Real Techniques buffing brush for this. I'm just setting all the areas where I did not contour. Then I'm going to set that contour by bronzing. This is just so I can bronze up the skin but still set those liquids with a powder. And this bronzer isn't warm, it isn't cool, it's kind of just the right in between. So it's good for warm or cool kind of makeup looks. And I'm using the powder brush by Real Techniques just because this packs on so much product. Then going in with my Anastasia contour kit, I'm just going to mix these two colours together and apply that in my contour areas. So the same place that I applied the cream contour, I'm going to enhance it with the powder contour. That doesn't have a mirror on it. Then I'm going to be taking the banana shade, which is this shade right here, on a Real Techniques setting brush, and I'm just going to set the highlighted places to keep them highlighted. Now keep in mind I don't do the whole like cream contour, cream highlight, powder contour every single time I film. I just figured since I was filming it I would show you what I do when I do it. I do it sometimes but not all the time. Then taking a big duo fiber brush, I'm going to blend everything out. Once that's done, I'm going to move back onto my Urban Decay Naked Basics palette, and I'm going to picking up that same shade again, which is Naked 2, and I'm picking that up on just a more dense crease brush and applying that to my lower lash line. Then I'm picking up a little bit of Prom Night, which is the colour that we placed into our crease, and applying that to my lower lash line as well. Then pick out a little bit of Mocha, which is that dark brown colour we use to define our outer corners. I'm going to apply that to the lower lash line as well, but more on the outer third. Then just taking a clean blending brush and just blending out that under eye. Then picking up a more skin tone colour. This is Peaches and Cream by Makeup Geek. I'm going to be applying this just on my brow bone just to blend the crease colour out. As I said earlier in the video that I was going to come back and set my eyebrows, I'm going to do that now with the MAC Pro Longwear Waterproof Brow Set. Then I'm applying some mascara on my lower lashes. This is the Clinique Bottom Lash Mascara. I always use this mascara for my bottom lashes. Just as I said in a previous video, it's never let me down before. It's never smudged, it's never cracked, it's never transferred. It's my little baby. Then I'm going to be going into my Cheeky Sweet Spot Tin by Benefit. So I'm going into Rockature, which is right here. I'm going to be applying majority of that colour on the back of my cheeks, just so we keep that chiseled contour effect, and then bring whatever's left over on the front of my cheeks. Then, of course, it wouldn't be a makeup tutorial without some highlighter. I'm going in with MAC Soft and Gentle Highlighter. I'm also going to be applying that with a fluffy brush just on my inner corners, just so I have like a wash of brightness. I don't want it to be like a stark inner corner highlight. Then just to set everything down, once again I'm going to use the Models Prefer Makeup Finishing Spray. And for something different, I wanted to do a red lip today. I'm going to use this lip liner. It is the waterproof lip liner in the shade Delight. I do really like these lip liners though, they are so smooth. I'm going to fill in my whole lips and the centre with the Savi Ultra Matte Lip Colour. This is in the shade Miss Monroe. It smells like a swimming pool. Then I'm going in with that e.l.f. concealer palette and the more skin tone one for me. And clean up my lips with some concealer. And so that's the finished makeup look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed this makeup look. It was something a little bit more different and a little bit more chilled for my channel. If you haven't checked out my BH Cosmetics video, I'm doing a giveaway in that video, and it'd be awesome if you guys could enter, and it would give you a chance to win some little goodies from BH Cosmetics. Other than that, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye! This is what the product looks like. It's got a blush and a bronzer. Can we just talk about the packaging on this? This is, CoverGirl, you've done well. But yeah, this was $12.95, which, I'm sorry, but $12.95. I paid like $150 for my Clarisonic and I don't even know where it is.